Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, RegisKillbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is my latest deck experiment where I take a cool or interesting idea for a deck and build it live on the spot, and then take it out onto the ranked ladder to test it out. And this time around, I decided to make a elemental priest deck. Priest got a lot of new elementals with Unguro, but I haven't seen a lot of people trying out exactly putting those in an elemental shell with some of the neutral elemental synergy cards, and that's exactly what I'd like to try. So let's go ahead and jump into the deck creation process as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. What I want to do now is try an elemental priest. I noticed that priest has all these elemental minions, both new and old, but nobody's running them with, that I've seen at least, is running them with actual elemental synergy cards. So I think that feels like it could be a pretty good deck. Let's see, I'm catching up with chat a little bit here. Alright, cool. Caught up. Nothing too vital happening in chat. So let's add in some elementals. And let's just go through priest and add in all the elementals, right? This is an easier way to do this. I'm losing my voice a little bit, so I'm gonna take a drink. Hold on, let's see. So this is the elemental priest core, of which I would argue maybe Light Spawn is the weakest piece, but at the end of the day, I don't think this is a bad minion, particularly with like the Divine Spirit Inner Fire stuff you can do with Lyra. So Light Spawn might be okay, and it's just going to trigger some elementals for us. So we also need the neutral elementals to go from here. And this is a card nobody's running, but I think actually is pretty cool in Priest, and I've played around with this a little bit in my like Zoo Spell Priest, and I like it a lot. So I'm actually going to toss in the Arcane Anomaly. Tor Creeper is a great early game taunt with a lot of health, which is good for Priest to work with. Servant Calamos is insane, and Blaze Caller is insane, but I actually have two golden ones, so let's take those instead. And that's a pretty good little elemental core. It's really just two elemental synergy cards right now, Servant of Calamos and Blaze Caller. We could add in the Tolvir, just to give us another mid-game body that's an elemental synergy card. Yeah, I like that okay. Let's see, what's our curve look like? I don't know. I'm not adding in Magma Rager even for fun. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to make the deck a little good. So I know that's not particularly fun, but let's toss these in for now because I think they're just good cards for elementals because, you know, you need the cheap bodies to activate your elementals sometimes, which is fairly important. I kind of like Fire Plume Phoenix and Priest too. Just gives you another active way to sort of ping the board, which Priest doesn't have without their hero power, you know, pinging anything. So that might work. Curve's a little all over the place right now, but this is a really good core of minions. What I think I need are spells. Spells to activate Arcane Anomaly. Spells to activate Lyra. Spells to synergize with stuff like Light Spawn. Plus all these high health minions. I think I'm going to toss in Divine Spirit and Inner Fire. And Shadow Visions, definitely, because that is an insane card with Divine Spirit and Inner Fire. Power Word Shields are also good, but my list I noticed is already full. Maybe I just run one Inner Fire, two Divine Spirits, because even like doubling the health on a Tar Creeper can be stupid good if you never cast Inner Fire. Like just having a huge health taunt is awesome. Same thing with Power Word Shield. Plus they're just cheap spells to utilize with Lyra, which is nice. Shadow Visions is also a cheap spell for Lyra that can give you some of these situationally good cards. And what do you know? Like, that was really fast, but I kind of already like where this deck is going. The question is, what are we missing? We need card draw, maybe? It's a pretty early curve to not have any card draw, like Northshire Clerics make a little bit of sense. Could toss away the Arcane Anomaly for, like, Northshire Clerics. I want to try this card. I like it, but I don't know if there's enough early spells. Like, maybe only Power Word Shield would really run on this, Shadow Vision. So even though it's an elemental, since we do have, like, Firefly, maybe we just cut the Fireflies. Like, that's fine. We have Igneous Elementals, too, and we have enough Elementals, I think, to actually activate when we need to. And these are one-drops just the same, so I think that's fine. Let's toss in the Northshire Clerics instead. A little bit of card draw. And just an early game body. Still good with stuff like Power Word Shield, Divine Spirit, etc. from there, what else do we need? Do we need like Shadow Word Pain and Shadow Word Death? Perhaps we do need deaths. Like, this deck is not super early game. It's kind of mid-rangey feeling. We're not going to like kill opponents by rushing them down. We are going to play for the mid-range value. So Shadow Word Death is a card that could pretty easily fit in this list to give us some removal, but what on earth do I cut? Maybe just cut the light spawns? Maybe cut one light spawn for one death. Do I need the light spawns? I have Tar Creepers, Phoenixes, Lyra, Radiant Elementals, Arcane Anomalies, Crystalline Oracles. I think I have enough. I don't think I need the light spawns, guys. I think I'd rather just run some deaths to handle large removal options. Maybe one death and one Shadow Word Pain. Maybe I cut a Cleric for a Shadow Word Pain. Since we do have Crystalline Oracles, a little bit of card draw. Power Word Shield's a little bit of card draw. Shadow Vision's is card cycle. Cutting a Fire Plume Phoenix or a Tol'Vir is a recommendation. Yeah, maybe I can cut a Tol'Vir for a light spawn, in fact. I don't hate light spawn, I just wanted to have room for the other stuff too.
Aha!
Did I add in a Shadow Word Pain? No. I don't know if I need Pain, though. Like, I'm going to have so many low early cards. I don't think I need the Pains. I think I just need answers to the big, scary stuff. This is sort of like my Hex in a mid-range Shaman deck, right? Like, or an Elemental Shaman deck that might need Hex. Let's see what chat's saying. Won't Elemental Priest be a lot like your Zoo Spell Priest? Yeah, I think so. It's going to have a different top end with some Elemental Synergy stuff, but the beginning will feel the same. Why do you have a Golden Forbidden Shaping? Because I never got regular Forbidden Shapings. I've just never gotten the card, so I've never crafted it. So I just keep the golden one until I get the regular one. As soon as I get the regular one, I'll disenchant the golden one. I saw in one of your YouTube videos that you accidentally crafted a golden blaze collar. I did. I have two, as you can see here. How bad is your reaction? I had one golden one. I was looking at it. I needed a second one to build a deck, so I just hit the craft button without realizing that I had already selected the golden one I had. So it's the button right here, and I spent 1,600 dust. My reaction wasn't that bad. It's a cool looking card, but I'm still a little bit sad. Yeah, sometimes I answer your guys' questions before I even realize they've been asked. That's how it goes. So, I kind of like where this is at. I know that was a fast deck building process, but honestly, I don't hate it. The curve looks incredibly smooth. Like, it's not a lot of late game, granted, but Servant of Kalamos can give you some late game cards. Lyra is a late game option. You can do shenanigans with Divine Spirit. Shadow Visions can increase your resources. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do here. I'm not sure I need 2 deaths because Shadow Vision can like generate additional Shadow Word deaths, though. I think I'm going to cut this. I think I'd rather be a little bit more proactive than reactive. Is there anything else I'd like to add? Like, what can I? Soul Priest? No. Another light spawn still kind of makes sense. I think I got all the elemental cards I really care about. Something like Dragonfire Potion's actually kind of enticing. Just as an AoE removal if we do lose the board. Maybe this works better than a death, right? It's also something you can dig for with Shadow Visions. This is, I mean, our deck should usually have the board, but if we ever do need to make a comeback on the board, we'll be able to with Dragonfire Potion. I think I'll go ahead and throw that in. I actually like that a little bit better. You should run the 2/2 tri-class card. Cabal Courier. I don't know. I don't think it's going to help a lot. Servant can give you normal Kalamos. I don't think my Servant can give me Kalamos, right? It's a Discover effect, so I'll only be able to discover elementals that are either neutral or Priest elemental. So I might get Lyra a lot, which is awesome, because there's just not that many elementals, so. Hey, Regis says Ronan. Well, hello, right back at you, Ronan. Happy to see you as always. So, guys, I have to say, I kind of like where this is at. I think it's playable. Let's go see if it works. It's just sort of a mid-range elemental deck, kind of just like Shaman. It doesn't have Kalamos and stuff, but there's enough power with Lyra and just, you know, smooth board control and some finisher stuff with Divine Spirit, Inner Fire, which might seem like a kind of weird, gimmicky tech at this point, but I'm telling you, with Shadow Visions, this is no longer a gimmick. It's a consistent combo. Not to mention, Lyra also utilizes these cards really well just because they're cheap spells. So I think I'm gonna go with this list. I kind of like it. Let's try it out and see. I got about an hour left to play this bad boy, so I want to get in some games. And yes, thank you, whoever that was. I forgot to read your name, but Decklist is a great reminder because I'm going to get the Decklist up before I jump into a game. Well, at the very least, I mean, it's going to be ready to go when I get into the game. So let's do that. Let's import this Decklist. Elemental Priest has been imported, so now as we jump into this game, I'll be able to get the new... Actually, it might just work. Let's see if it just works. I don't know. Now that I got it set up and going live, I think it might just work. Yeah, it worked. Sick. Cool. Maybe that means I can set this up correctly ahead of time. Well, not if I build the decks live, though. As long as I import it, though, it works. So maybe I can set this up ahead of time, guys. Maybe I'll have a better process in the future for this. Warlock, probably Zoo. I don't know, though, but we got a 1-2, so I think I'll just go ahead and keep this in case it's a Warlock where I need to get some early game pressure on. Regis, what's the best deck to climb? I think technically Pirate Warrior is still the highest win rate deck, but like Murloc Paladin's pretty good, so that's another option for you. There's a lot, man. Just go check out a tier list like Versus Syndicate or Tempo Storm's Meta Snapshot, and they'll list the best decks for you there. Taunt Warrior's good. There's Request Rogue is actually not terrible. There's a lot of stuff. Slowly leveling in World of Warcraft at the moment. I hit the whole Warlords, aka World of Facebook craft. Yeah, I wasn't actually playing during Warlords, but I did have to level through Warlords, and it was kind of a slog, to say the least. Add Free from Amber. Yeah, probably wouldn't work in this list too well, but I do want to try that card out. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff happen with it. Merc Gamer says, I didn't get the notification you were streaming, but I'm glad I caught it early. I just watched your Legendary Cards to Craft, and I completely agree with it. Awesome. Good feedback, man. That's good to know. Sometimes you just got to toss those out there, and you never really know if your suggestions are good or not. Our board sucks against... This is a hand lock or a... You know, I guess hand lock, probably not Reno lock, or at least Kazakus lock. So I'm just going to play an Elemental down. We weren't able to activate the Tol'Vir this time around. The Shadow Word Pain does nothing. He's likely going to get a good trade here. But maybe we can chip away at this, play the Calamos, finish it off. Dragonfire Potion actually won't kill it, so I don't know how we're going to finish it off, but we'll figure something out. As far as notifications go for streaming, guys, I think if you want to get notified, you have to go click the follow button at the top of the page. Even if you're following me already, click that button and there's like a little slider to turn on or off notifications. So if you care at all to be notified, which it's up to you, of course. I'm not trying to sell out or whatever, but that's how you do it if that's something you want to make sure you get notified for. Just played the Paladin pre-made deck in the Tavern Ball, and it was so fun. For maybe having the worst quest, it certainly was fun. Yeah, I mean, Galvadon is awesome, like mechanically speaking. It's sad that he's apparently not super good, is the problem, of course. So we could go ahead and Calamos, or we could Tol'Vir to try to deny some value here. Like Tol'Vir into Shadow Word Pain might protect these minions. Because as it stands right now, if I play Calamos, they kind of just die. Which makes me really sad. But the problem with playing Tol'Vir is I don't get to activate Calamos next turn either. So I don't know how I catch up. I'd like to draw some cards off the Northshire Cleric as well, though, and I haven't been able to do that yet. So I think even though I'm sacrificing the Calamos play, I think I'm going to go this route regardless, just to protect my board a little bit. We got to think about what Kazakus potion he got, too. I mean, he might still be able to deal with this board, although I don't think he'll be able to kill this. Which means I don't think he'll play the Calamos potion. Seeing a Mountain Giant or something would be totally fine. Doomsayer is not as fine. I could clear... No, I can't clear the board quite, because this would live. Could trade. No, I just got to let this go off. So I need to... Man, he made this really annoying. I can't actually heal anything. Wow. I can't even draw cards off the... Oh, I can. I can just draw off the Tar Creeper. Never mind. I couldn't heal my own minions, but of course I can heal his minions. So we'll just draw a card and send 1 damage to face, I guess. Sucks that we didn't have the Shadow Word Pain to kind of maybe kill this. But honestly, his board's just as big as mine. I don't even know that I care. I'm actually going to play this. Sacrifice it to activate an elemental next turn. Might need the Blaze Caller, might want the Calamos. But we got to play an elemental to do it. So just throwing it out there as an activator. RegisKillbin, how do you have 700 gold? Just doing the quests every day. And, whoa! What? Playing Arena a little bit. I gain gold from Arena sometimes, and then also 80 gold quests. I get a lot of 80 gold quest requests from people on my friends list. So those are the main ways I make gold. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this. We could do 5 to face, which is crazy because Priest doesn't usually have damage as you think of it, but apparently this is sort of valuable to him because it's buffing his Cthulhu, which is nasty thought. But we do have Shadow Word Death for Cthulhu if it comes down. Hopefully we can just win the game for them, though, because he's at 15 health. And remember, no Reno. So he might have like an armor from Kazakis, might have some heals in hand. He's clearly got 2 here even, but still, it seems like he's within reach, at the very least. We have Calamos coming in. Blaze Caller would probably be the best card to get off this Calamos, honestly. Even though we can't play it right away, it's still just probably the best elemental available. Maybe Lyra. Light Spawn's the best minion, the most threatening minion. I guess we'll just take it. And we'll play the Tar Creeper to trade here. Playing against Taunt Shaman right now. So like Control Shaman with what used to be kind of called Crusher Shaman with some big taunts and stuff. I've seen that floating around a little bit. Oh, there's a bell for notifications. It's not even a slider. I guess I had it wrong, even though I described it. It sounds like it's a bell instead. Got it. Here's the downfall of Tar Creeper, guys. It never trades on your turn, so it's really hard to make it good. I don't think I'll play this out since it cycles itself, but I don't want to play out all my cards at once. Maybe I can save this for Lyra or something. There's still a lot of board clears available to Warlock, Twisting Nether. We don't want to die to that stuff, so. This game looks good so far. Yeah, I think we're going to lose, but Jiraxis is going to be a problem. But the deck doesn't feel too bad so far. Like, it feels like we're getting the elementals off and doing what we want to do a lot of the time, so. I'm not too unhappy with our results thus far. I should shout out some of these followers who joined in the last hour, guys. I've been missing follower notifications. Forgive me. Mimo Cato, I'm Goldo, Richangelo, Time Race, Wimkey, Leo, Thimisway, and Roxy, guys. All of you, much appreciated. Thanks for the follows, guys. What Doom? That's nuts. Probably gonna Shadow Word Death that. No, I can't get another death though, but I can always Doom if he Cthunes, so I don't have to save the death for Cthulhu anymore. I mean, yeah, I don't have to save the death for Cthulhu. Power Word Shield might actually just be the best option here. Although we could Divine Spirit that up to 8/8 and just attack and save the death. But I kind of want to cycle a card as well. I guess I can Divine Spirit it up to 8/8. If I did Power Word Shield, what would I want? Like, nothing would be good. I guess a Blaze Caller would be pretty sick. I'm actually going to take this Power Word Shield here. I know it seems weaker, but I just want to get a card. Yeah, that's fine. Could have healed this to go for 6 instead of playing the Tar Creeper, but want to play an Elemental. Unfortunately, we floated 1 mana a little bit awkwardly, but... You gonna get Twisting Nethered? What's about to happen? Oh, Kodos. That's fine. I don't care. That's pretty good. I can go... yeah, I mean, the Kodo's going to live here, just unfortunately the way the math works out. Like, I can't do... oh, I can do 6 if I heal. Yeah, I can just clear the board. This is fine. Almost have lethal, honestly, if that taunt wasn't in the way. Could have went 5 to face, too, honestly, and just left the Kodo. It's debatable, because he wouldn't have been able to kill the Tar Creeper. It would have discouraged board clears from, like, Twisting Nether and stuff. But I don't have a way to do the final 5, either. Oh, wow. Not a single minion to play that on. Okay. Cool. This might be a good Cthulhu turn for him. Or Jiraxis, too. Yeah. Glad we didn't burn damage on the face with Jiraxis incoming. I just need a minion to play. Like, literally any minion. What were the odds of that happening? How many minions did I have? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Non-minions were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had an 8 out of 13 chance, but also Shadow Visions would have been a fine draw because we could have cycled it. Actually, it wouldn't have. We would have cycled it into nothing, so it wouldn't have helped. But so I guess not that unlikely at the end of the day, but still a little bit sad that we didn't get a minion there. So we're just dead, probably because he's getting insane Jiraxis value without us keeping up. So. So I don't know if it's a slider or a bell, guys. There's a lot of debate going on here. He has 12, 16, 19 damage on board. So can I just go for a Lyra here? Could go ahead and Doom, but I'm really worried about that Cthulhu as well. But the problem is, of course, if I Lyra and he Cthulhu's, it might just be lethal. But I could Lyra, Power Word Shield, Divine Spirit to make this like a super Lyra. He could still Siphon Soul it or something, of course. Maybe Blast Crystal Potion. But if he's doing that, it means he's not Cthulhuing, right? So I guess we just go ham on this and see what we get. Another Divine Spirit. Another... I guess we'll just Divine Spirit it again. These aren't great, honestly. Unless this somehow lives. That'd be awesome, but... Healing Potion probably won't matter. We're probably going to end up dooming this turn. Hopefully he uses some resources to deal with that Lyra, though. Hopefully I'm not dead. It's possible we're dead. But if he does Cthulhu, like, Lyra's going to eat up a lot of the Cthulhu hits. I don't know what his Cthulhu's at. It's not even that big. Whoa! That was very unlikely to hit Lyra, if that's what he was going for. But I like that he's running Tinkmaster tech. That's awesome. What a cool card to run. Alright, I think we got a Doom, even though we have Lyra on board, right? Like, Dragonfire Potion's not going to do enough. Dragonfire Potion won't clear the board, right? It leaves too many one-health things out. So unless we got some other card that worked exactly with it, it just wouldn't do anything. So let's just Doom. We're going to draw a buttload of cards, and we're going to almost fatigue and almost burn our hand. But we have no other options, so we have to do it. We're going to be dead otherwise. So and nearly dead immediately afterwards, too. So we certainly haven't won this game at all. Is there any other out here? Like, if I go off on Lyra, is there some way for me to stabilize? Like, is there some way to give her taunt or clear the board somehow? Like, what is Dragonfire Potion? Like, there's no spell damage. I don't have spell damage in the deck to get through all these 6 health guys. Like, I don't think there's anything I can do. Power Word Shield doesn't help. It's the only thing I can discover. So, sadly, I think this is my only out. I guess I could get a couple Mind Visions, but it's too late now. I don't have time for that, so... I think Mind Visions would have been outs, actually. Or not Mind Visions. I mean Mind Blasts. I think we could have got 3 Mind Blasts. That might have been a better chance of winning than this play. since we're down to 3 health right now, and he'll be playing... Oh, Cthulhu kills me outright, yeah. I think that was probably a better out. I think we should have went for the Mind Blasts. 3 Mind Blasts would have won the game. We made the wrong call there. Not a technically incorrect play by any means, but we had a better line. Just trying for crazy shenanigans is going to give me more likelihood to win the game than what is technically the correct play. Because, I mean, he was like, what, 7 cards left in deck, I think? So Cthulhu was almost a certainty at that point. Even if he didn't have Cthulhu, he took me to 3 and developed a 6/6, which we didn't have an answer for. So, I think we made the wrong call. But by the time we decided to do it, there was no time left. It was all rope. Lyra, 5 mana, 56. Yeah, I could have done that. If you didn't have any taunts out, we would have been golden. Just absolutely golden. But unfortunately, taunts are a thing. We can maybe keep both of these. There's not that much else we're going to find. We can toss back 1. If it's Murlocs, I probably want the Tar Creeper. This is fine. Let's look for a 1-drop. Yeah, Mass Dispel wasn't out too. Gosh, you're right. Yeah. Mass Dispel. I didn't think about Mass Dispel. Yeah, I made the wrong line. We had a couple outs. Mind Blast and Mass Dispel. That was definitely the better play. It's blinded by Doom. I didn't trust in Lyra. I didn't put my faith in Lyra. You always fail when you don't put your faith in Lyra. What am I about to see right now? I don't know yet, but I'm going to get some minions out because that makes me nervous. Normally I wouldn't like to do this because I don't want to rely on my hero power, but it's probably going to get value if I'm trading in. I can at least heal the elemental here. Hansel says, does anybody else do the Google Play surveys and get Hearthstone packs with the money? I got the welcome bundle from Survey Money. Oh, goodness gracious. What is happening right now? Okay, I guess. I don't... That's fine. I mean, he killed a 2-drop with his 2-drop and killed his 1-drop too. I mean, we didn't really lose anything except the Power Word Shield there as far as tempo is concerned. I don't know if I love that line. Maybe he thinks I'm hyper-aggressive. I mean, we're sort of aggressive, but certainly not hyper-aggressive. I don't think I need the Tar Creeper. We'll just play this guy. Might give me a smoother turn 4 if this somehow dies. Plus, it does still trade just as effectively into the board with 2 attack currently, so I think it's okay. But anyway, in regards to surveys, Hansel, as someone who was educated actually in survey development, that's what my degree, grad degree is for, but yeah, it's always a good idea, dude. This is a legit thing. People think it's probably a gimmick sometimes, but you can actually very easily take surveys for money or results that you enjoy, so... What did he pull out? What did he just pull out? My Arcane Anomaly? Yeah, that's okay. Light Spawn's fine. I'm not going to trade because it sets up too easily for him, perhaps. Well, he can't heal it. I guess I will just go ahead and trade. Wonder TV says, I use the rewards, but it's slow to earn for Hearthstone packs, in my opinion. Well, yeah, that's true. You're not going to replace your job taking surveys, but if you have downtime and you're looking to make a little bit of beer money or extra cash or whatever, taking surveys can absolutely do that for you. Google Opinion Rewards, so that's the name, I think, yep. There's also stuff like Amazon's Mechanical Turk. Look that up. Plus, there's just a lot of survey places out there that can make you some money, too. I'm not sure that... I mean, he's going to get some tempo, I guess, but... I kind of like his board better than mine. Man, is it worth it to just throw this out there and draw a card? I don't think so. I think we'll just play a Flame Elemental to activate our Elementals next turn. And, heal face. I haven't sussed out what this deck's about yet. I mean, obviously it's a control because it's got Dirty Rat and Doomsayer, but I don't know what, like, the... I guess it's just, like, Control Paladin, maybe Death Rattle, but there's Twilight Drakes, too? Like, this is all a little bit weird to me. I don't know what that sound was. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? I don't think I can pass up a second Lyra. Oh my god, that's too good. Like, Baron Geddon could be cool, but Lyra is just insane. I think I'll go ahead and Power Word Shield this a little bit for Cycle, but a little bit for board resilience too. It goes to 7. He can't kill that. I know that saving this for Lyra is also sort of ideal, but I don't think I'm going to be playing Lyra soon. I think I'm going to wait. Plus Divine Spirit's good for Lyra. That's awesome draw. That's cool to see. Maybe it's Dragon Pally? Yeah, that certainly could be. Surveys are good, but they're not going to pay for beard oil and a beard brush. Well, I don't care about that. I use neither of those things, so that wouldn't affect me too much. Oh, okay. Could just Lyra. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe too soon? Maybe too soon. Let's see what we get off this bad boy again. And maybe we can just play a Northshire and a Flame Ellie outside it. That's an easy choice. I mean, I don't know that I need a third Lyra, but compared to the other options, definitely. I'd really like to be able to do 2 spells with Lyra, I think, or have a Radiant Elemental out to make them cheaper. Gonna hold these just a little bit. I think we have plenty of time. Not the best board, admittedly. Dragonfire Potion sucks against this card too, which sucks, but still, 3 Lyras in hand? That's that's not something you see every day. I'll take it. I think we're just gonna run out of spells before we have time to... Well, Lyra's gonna make new spells, though, of course, so that should be alright. Is this a Lyra turn? Do we just, like, go for the Lyra and be like, whoops, we played Lyra too soon. She's got 10 health, though. Figured out. He has 10 damage. He could kill her, but he'd have to sacrifice his Twilight Drake and a weapon charge. Maybe I get, like, a Power Word Shield off Lyra to play as well. I think I can throw this one down just as sort of a, you know, this is a Sinjin Shieldmaster right now, right? The question is, do I want to Arcane Anomaly first to make it a 2-2, or do I just want to Divine Spirit and hope to get, like, Power Word Shield? I guess I'll do this just for consistency's sake. I'm going to feel a little bad if I get a 1-mana spell, just for the record. Shoot. But that's okay. We've got other Lyras. He does not know this is our 3rd Lyra. Well, he might if he's paying attention, actually. I should have played the one on the left. I should have played the real Lyra. Now he knows that I have 2 Lyras. So. Oh, he's equalitying it. That's fine. We got more. We got more. I really wish Dragonfire Potion worked against this card. It's sort of annoying that it doesn't, in fact. So this leaves me with 3 mana. That's better. That makes this free. I almost have to Dragonfire Potion anyway. I need a... Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't really matter which one I make bigger. That's just not going to do it. Like, we're not getting any Lyra value because of this stupid Drake! Ugh, I'm not happy with this game. Like, it feels awkward. Like, 3 Lyras, but I can't actually accomplish anything with them. I can Lyra Holy Nova next turn at the very least. If we're not dead. But are we just dead? We're dead to the board. 10. No, he has 16. Or he has 15 and we have 16. So we are technically alive. The best kind of alive. I don't know if we'll live through this turn, though. Divine Cleaver has been a much better card than I ever thought it would be. I'll tell you that right now, guys. I thought this card would suck. But it's actually been kind of halfway decent. So I gotta do this again. Gotta Holy Nova here. Oh, that means we're dead, I think. I think that just means I'm dead, unless I play a taunt. Yeah, because if we Holy Nova, he gets the Stegodon and the True Silver, and we're... If we Lyra Holy Nova, we're only going to be at 5. So I think I just have to taunt and taunt. Or I could Holy Nova taunt, actually, is probably better. This probably keeps me alive. This will die. It may live, actually, too. I don't know. Regis, what's the most viewers you've had at one time so far? We had like 125 during the launch of Unguro when I was opening packs. But beyond that, it's been like 85, I think, 80. There's 80 earlier today, so today is one of the higher totals, actually. Let's see, let's see. Hey Regis, can we add you? Ask some dude 2696. Unfortunately, my friends list is full. There's also apparently a fire outside my window, so I don't know what that's about just yet. Dragonfire Potion keeps me alive. Dragonfire Potion into Tar Creeper into Crystalline Oracle. That's fine. We don't get any minion value, but we might actually stabilize this game somehow. Like, I thought we were dead totally, but he's a little low on cards. There's a chance Crystalline Oracle gives me a big win, too. I just don't want to see like a Tyrion. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it! Like, that was the only thing. Tyrion was like the one card. I like this attack by him. It's good. It makes this minion so valuable. And the Tyrion might die, right? So he's thinking about that, too. Let's go ahead and... actually, I might not want to make that trade because we're going to very likely get a Shadow Word Death off of our Lyra. In fact, it's not quite guaranteed, but I think it's a 3 out of 4 chance. Yeah, cool. So we can Shadow Word Death the Tyrion. And now we can actually protect our taunt with the Crystalline Oracle here. Pretty important. Consecration kills me. Anything that kills this kills me because I didn't have the mana left. But Spike Ridge Steed on Lyra is pretty exciting. Holy Fire might also help keep me alive. He'll probably attack into this, which is right. And then the question is Spike Ridge Steed on Lyra enough to keep me alive? She goes to 11 health. He has 9, 10. So yeah, it probably is. Let's open with this. Actually, Mind Games. Tyrion's already gone. Might hit Ragnaros the Light Lord, which would be pretty sick. Could hit like a second Aldor though, or a Twilight Drake. That'd be a pretty big whiff. Whiff. I guess I don't know how to say the word whiff, guys. But let's open with a Spike Ridge. I'm pretty sure that between the two taunts, we are very likely to live. A second Mind Games. Well, okay. I could Shadow Word Pain here, hoping to hit something. Like another playable card. I could also just attack and heal, or just heal my face. So I think I'll do this. Just in case I get like Divine Spirit or something, I'm in a good spot. Greater Healing Potion doesn't help quite as much. Now I just have to hope my Lyra lives. He has 9 damage on board. It probably does. These cards... not exactly the best Lyra suite of cards I've ever seen. But I think this might live. He's already used a Consecration. True Silver doesn't help him. He's used Equalities, Doomsayers. Well, Doomsayers wouldn't help him kill Lyra anyway, but I don't think he'll have a way to kill this. We're going to have some dead elementals soon. He could find a Consecration off that. I bet he did. No, 1. It's a secret. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Oh, that might do it, though. It's not a secret. That'll do it. Crap. I mean, he had to kill his minions, so it's sort of not that bad, but still. Fairly annoying. So I need a big hit off Mind Games here. It's got to be Rag Lightlord, I think. Well, good for him for digging... I mean, to find the kill there. Like, that's awesome. Blaze Caller is not active, but it also won't be active for a long time. I could just Holy Fire, but let's Mind Games first, see what we get. It's not the worst. If we're going to give him something back, I'd prefer it to be this. Yeah, that's fine. And we can kill this and heal. So we've stabilized a little bit. I just don't know that we're going to have enough like late game power. Maybe we can hit a big Divine Spirit Inner Fire turn to win the game. Who knows? If you could get a card reprinted in Hearthstone, what would it be? Mine would be Piloted Shredder. I'd have to say Lotheb. Lotheb is my most missed card, I think. Okay. Well, that's part of our answer we wanted. Let's try to hit this again. I mean, if I play the Blaze Caller out, he only has 7 damage on board. True Silver would put him at 11. I think he'd have trouble killing me, even if I just played this out and Divine Spirited it. This could also hit pretty big, though. And I can always Healing Potion on top of that to stabilize a little bit. But I don't have any big catch-up mechanics left in my deck. Crystalline Oracle's a good card. I just don't think I'm going to be able to go toe-to-toe with this guy unless this hits really big. Let's hit a Ragnaros Light Lord, right? Let's try for it. Let's see what happens. What? Okay. If I double the health on this minion and it goes to 14, is he ever going to be able to kill this? I don't think so. I'm a little scared to use my last Divine Spirit because it's like the only way I win the game, right? With Inner Fire. But I think it's going to live. We'll see. Regis run. I guess from the police, I'm a little behind. That's pretty funny. I'm second rank 5. My Taunt Warrior's getting wrecked by these rogues. Any other deck that's good? Faster decks are good against rogues, like Midrange Hunter, more aggressive stuff. Pirate Warriors would probably decimate rogues, so that's one way to go. Yep, waving at Fat said basically the same thing I did. He's way ahead of me. Pirate Warrior's definitely still viable, Troton Gaming. In fact, it's perhaps the best deck in the game still. So yes, absolutely still viable. Why does it sound like someone's robbing Regis's house? Can you guys hear that? I have a robber behind me. Oh, that's funny. No, my girlfriend's making dinner, I think, so that's the sound you hear. That's also why I have to go in the next 30 minutes or so. Alright, so I kind of want to just play this to activate the Blaze Caller next turn. But he has 8, 11, 13 damage available. I mean, this is obviously a taunt that will absorb some of it. But should I just play out the 6/6 as well because it's such a significant body? I don't think so. I think I have a little bit of time to recover here. So I hope this isn't... That's fine, actually. Getaway Kodo might have been worse because he could have got more Tyrians off this. I don't really care if that's alive or not. The question is, did he get a Tyrian off this one, right? That's the biggest problem we have right now. Blaze Caller's active, but that doesn't help me kill Tyrian. This thing's a little bit annoying for him to deal with, but probably still able to kill it without too much stress. And I don't have like a big AoE. Fire Plume Phoenix might line up pretty well against like if this trades in, you know, it goes to 2, kills this. But still, I just don't think we have the cards necessary to win the game. Like, we just don't have the reach or the power. Shadow Word Death would be great if he Tyrians, but otherwise useless. That's his Tyrian card, right? Or his Stonehill card, I should say. I'm assuming it's Tyrian. It's always Tyrian, so... Sunkeeper wouldn't be too bad. That's pretty annoying, I guess, since I don't have a Dragonfire Potion any longer. Like, I just have to worry about being dead now. There's so much stats on the board. Yeah, I don't think I can live. Maybe Shadow Word Death keeps me alive? Man, these taunts. I have a 12/12, but it's no good. Since he played taunts. Is there even a way for me to survive? I don't think I can kill the Kodo or the Twilight Drake. And that's enough damage to kill me. There's just no way for me to survive. Everything has more health than attack, so I can't debuff anything. I can use this to kill like the 2/2, but he just has enough damage on board. He has 9 on board and we have 8, so we're done. Unless he misses it, I mean. I can't even read what that chat says because the I don't know what your chat says because the oh, there it is. I see. I'm not leaving just yet, guys. I got about 30 minutes. But Hansel, if you're heading out, thanks for the kind wishes for the good dinner and so on. Good to see you streaming, says Meander so bad. Thanks, dude. Happy to have you here too. Yeah, guys, man. The Elemental Priest isn't lining up as good. I honestly, though, I think both games have played a little less than optimally. I don't know, that's just unfamiliarity with the deck, lack of faith in Lyra. I think we could have had better lines in both games. Nothing seemed to line up that well. I can't decide if it's just poor variance or poor play, or perhaps a little bit of both, but thus far it feels a tad awkward, unfortunately. It just doesn't feel like a clean list yet. Everything's coming a little bit out of order, nothing is just flowing. But that tends to happen from time to time in Hearthstone, even if a deck is good. Like, you can play good deck lists, and still you get those games. So, when you're playing a new deck, it's really, really hard. Why not just remove the opponent's deck on the settings? Because I like having the opponent's deck there, too. Like, it really helps me, like, see how many cards they played. Especially when I'm chatting and streaming, it's hard to track things like, did they play the second Consecration or not? I can't remember, so... like, I think I even used it that game to look at his cards, so... It's something I like to have out. This is better against Pirates, but it's really bad against Fiery War Axe, which he could coin out on 2 and kill it. And if he does that, I just don't know if I have enough gas left in the tank. I think it's Quest Warrior, though. I just got a feeling it's Quest Warrior. What do you guys think? And just in case, I guess we'll play it. Like, it's technically the better play, I suspect. Even if it's Quest, he might coin out Fire War Axe. That's not a deciding factor, but... That's not the Quest. It's also not the coin. Oh, we made the right call, boys! Pirates on the menu tonight. He's gonna kill it, at least. That's fine. I don't necessarily need the card draw that much. I just mostly wanted it to slow him down if he's Pirates. So it's a shame we couldn't get something like this on it. That would have been amazing, having a 1/6 on the board. Speaking of which, do I just want to go ahead and play this out? I suppose so. He coined, so his turn 2 is probably not going to be strong. If anything, it's a 3/3 Pirate, which we can Shadow Word Pain if needed, although I might want to save this for more. We'll play out the Oracle. We're probably not going to get anything valuable. We could Shadow Visions, but that's most likely going to be a whiff. Like, we actually need minions, not spells. Like, Power Word Shield might be okay to buff this on a future turn, but at the end of the day, I hope this gives me, like, Frothing Berserker or something. Blood Sail's fine. She trades a little bit. It's what we need. Dragonfire Potion is good if we live that long. We'll see. I'm glad we got something, because our hand's pretty dead. That's gross. We might have to Shadow Word Pain that. I just need, like, a 2-drop or a 1-drop. Arcane Anomaly would be a great draw. Crystal Oracle's fine. It's not ideal, obviously, because it trades into the patches, but it gets the job done. It draws me something to play. We're at 23, which is a little low, but not disastrously low. The problem right now is Frothing Berserker is pretty rough to deal with. It seems like that's happened twice in a row now that I've said a card would really suck, and then that's the very next card they play. He also put it right to 4, so it dodges all of my removals. So Shadow Visions probably doesn't help. I might just play this and take it to 6/6. I don't think he'd have anything that would kill it. That's fine. It's weird that we got this both times off the Crystal and Oracle. That's sort of unlikely. And unfortunate, probably. There's probably better options. Regis Runny has too much skill. Nice, my opponent. Oh, he Leroyed it? What just happened? I think I can Shadow Word Death off this now. I can't look for another Shadow or Death, unfortunately. So, gonna take this and play this guy and go face. We're just gonna have to eat a little bit of damage. Leroy was a crazy answer. We were very likely to get Shadow or Death, I think. I didn't do the math, but... What?! Well, that's a tech I've never seen. I can tell you that right now. What can I do? I mean, it didn't really matter, but that's crazy. So I guess I got a Dragonfire Potion here. And we can play the Anomaly afterwards. It probably dies to the weapon, but probably not, honestly. He probably goes face, so... I can't heal, so... Oh, those are dragons, too! Baller! I always forget that. That's awesome. That's actually really important. That's really good news. I maybe should have Power Word Shielded in that regard, but maybe not. This guy's so good with Power Word Shield. He's definitely going to go face from here on out, so we got to heal and stabilize somehow. Lyra might be a good play. Any, like, Tar Creeper would be amazing. Power Word Shield's good because it gets me closer to all that stuff. We'll see. Might just be dead still, though. We don't know. Like, that sort of helps. Maybe. Do I want to commit the mana to that, though, just in case I get, like, another card that's playable? This costs 1 mana to play, basically. But I don't think it actually helps me with anything. I think I'm going to save it. Just in case. Whew, that's good news. Alright, so we're alive. We're alive. Barely, but we're alive. I think we could have played this for free if we had played it, by the way. Which is a little unfortunate, but we didn't know. We might have got something for 4 mana we wanted to play, like Tol'vir Stoneshaper, and it might have screwed us too, right? So, or 5 mana Servant of Calamo, something. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. We wanted to draw before committing. And this was a 1 mana commitment, so. This card is so brokenly good. Like, I actually think this card is the reason Pirate Warrior is so good. It never... Whoa, I don't know if I like that or not. That's just giving me a lot of time to find out. This is sick. Give me another Tar Creeper. Ugh. I guess we gotta take Lyra, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to make Lyra good or not. I don't know. We do have time to heal, though. Like, he just let me heal for a turn, basically, which is nice. So I need a spell, though. I don't have a spell. This is no good without a spell. But we have a lot of minions now to trade. Like, I think he waited too long. He just gave me another turn to hero power. I don't think that was right. I mean, it wouldn't have accomplished much necessarily anyway, but that's not Mortal Strike, is it? What is that? No way! Oh my gosh, he just changed his line so much. I don't like that at all. If I play this, then I can't heal my face and Lyra. I can obviously just trade in both of these and play Lyra and heal, and I think I'm actually going to, instead of... I could keep a 4-5 alive by trading this way, Fire Plume Phoenixing here and trading that way, and I'd have a 4-2 up and a Fire Plume Phoenix and a heal, but I think Lyra is still the better play. And I think since he's only on 1 card, we can just heal face and sacrifice the Fire Plume Phoenix. This is active enough that we can still do it next turn if we need to. And there's a chance we just hit so big on Lyra that we just win the game. He already Leroy'd, he already Mortal Striked. I think he bumbled the end of this game a little bit. That's the right play. But it's just giving me so much time to stabilize here. Ugh, that's a dead draw. That was a good top deck for him that he killed our Lyra. I mean, it worked out. Wouldn't have mattered because we didn't get a spell that we could have used anyway, but still. She should have been alive probably through a turn or two. So we can still lose. We certainly have not stabilized. Can trade into that, heal face. I mean, getting to heal face every turn is such a clutch. Oh, that's so good that we played an elemental last turn. Give me a taunt. Oh, man. Lyra, again, means I can't heal my face. But I think on one card, there's nothing he can play that wins the game, right? He'll have 1 damage. So he needs a 7 damage card, and there's no such card, so. But still, this does steal a hero power from me, like, forever, right? I'm always 2 health lower for playing Lyra. But I think she just works out so much in your advantage that we have to play her. We're very likely to hit a spell here. Oh, man. It doesn't matter, though. This is actually game ending, I think, so. We're out of Mortal Strike range. That just ended the game. Woo! Barely, man. Barely. That was tough. I think, see-through soda, says Hunter Oliveira. I think he whiffed that game a little bit. I think he had some outs he didn't play towards and did not stabilize. So, was that 3 Lyras again? You're right, man. That's crazy how many Lyras you get off this deck. That kind of makes me think maybe it's good. And yes, that is, in fact, Diet Mountain Dew you guys are seeing. Hey, I'm back. What are you doing now? We're playing Elemental Priest. Trying out an Elemental Priest. I kind of like it. Like, it sucked the first 2 games. That game felt a little better. Like, it seems like it's getting kind of close. My pirate deck runs Gorehowl. Ooh, I like it. That's cool. It's a good idea. 7 damage in a pinch when you need it, but it's also removal. That's awesome. That's a really cool idea. Regis, this is going on YouTube, right? Definitely so, yes. Absolutely. Zanzu says, hey Regis, I've been learning a lot of math and equations to learn how much each ability and stat is worth in mana and worth not a card or is undervalued. Is a card is undervalued or overvalued. Zanzu, that's awesome, dude. That was an endeavor I once wanted to take on too. Essentially, like you can compare 2 cards and try to essentially weight what a stat or a buff or a battle cry is worth in mana cost, right? So like you can compare a card like Wisp and Novice Engineer, and Wisp is a 0 mana 1/1, Novice Engineer is a 2 mana 1/1, so you're basically paying 2 mana in order to get the draw card effect. So you could say that that is worth 2 mana. Now that's probably not the best comparison, but that's a cool endeavor that you can kind of try to weigh and measure that stuff. Do I want to Power Word Shield this and trade it, or Power Word Shield this to make it like a super minion? I think there's actually, believe it or not, more value in Power Word Shielding this and making it a super minion because I get to draw a card this way. Ooh, that's cool. We don't get to use that much, but still cool. It's a 3/2 for me. I'm fine with that. Oh my god, we can make this a super minion. This will go to 7, 8, 16 health next turn. The only thing that kills it is Deadly Shot. How much do we want to play around Deadly Shot's the question, I think. Oh my god. We could make this a 16. If we got Inner Fire, we could almost end the game outright. I think that means we just play minions. Trade and play minions. Actually, I might just want to go ahead and Power Word Shield it again to keep it alive through all the trades. We'll play Crackling Razor Maw alongside it, probably. And Crackling Razor might die, but that's fine. There's a chance I could get it to Adapt Beast later to buff, but I don't care. I just want to play minions early to stay alive. I'm going to take a break from laddering, says Tan45. I've lost 4 in a row. That's usually a good idea when you're losing a lot. I think that makes a lot of sense, man. If you're on a losing streak, just make sure you're not tilting. Take a little break. Relax a little bit. You'll come back stronger. At RegisKillbin, how old are you? 17, Kappa? Yes, actually. Not even. I'm 16 still. Going on 17. Can't wait. I just got my driver's license this week. No, I'm still in my late 20s. Still in my late 20s, but not for long. Not for long. I guess Light Spawn's just the best average. Oh no, we gotta take the Blaze Caller. This is gonna be insane later. We gotta take the Blaze Caller. A regular Blaze Caller just doesn't fit in my deck, man. We need this golden one. Look at that, dude. That's awesome. It's the Human Torch and the Thing had a baby. When you have 2 chat messages read by Regis in a row, this is waving it fat. I'm trying to read everything. Give me a break. A little more people here today, a little bit faster chat, but I still think I'm doing all right. Regis, you watch Lore of the Cards. Is that the Novel? Is Novel his name? I think the answer is still no, I don't watch that. But I do like Novel and his lore videos a lot for Warcraft. But I don't read the Hearthstone card ones. I watch the like Warcraft ones because I'm also a WoW guy, right? So I'm just going to throw this down for trading fodder. It's going to have 1 health probably, but I still want to be able to just play bodies out. It's not a Lyra turn. She's going to die too easily right now. So we're just going to play everything that we can here. And I'm going to trade into this too. Maybe I don't need to. Actually. I guess I don't even need to. I'm going to heal my best minion. I mean, face heals are relevant, but at the end of the day, we're at 24 and it's turn 6, and I think the minions trading is going to be more valuable in the long run than face heals are. So I didn't attack into this because that kind of gives him more stats right away. Now, clearly he could Houndmaster this or something and punish me a little bit because he'd get some extra 1/1s. But at the end of the day, I don't want to give him extra attack faster, and that's essentially what I would do. I'd give those 1/1s the ability to attack right away, whereas right now they theoretically have to sit on the board for a while. So, plus, putting it to 4/4 doesn't necessarily give it a great trade or anything. Could kill a couple of these 3 health guys, but it's not like it enables it to kill the Calamos, although he could kill both to do it. You should buff this anomaly's health and name it Jack, so he'll be the Jack of all trades. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, Hunter. Because he's trading constantly, so he's the Jack of all trades. I get it. That's the funniest thing in the history of the world, I think, dude. So, well done, sir. Well played. The Blaze Caller here is just clutch. I'm going to use the golden one, though, for insult to injury here. And I'll trade in this 2/1, of course, since it's not going to get me much value. And do I want to just sacrifice this guy and keep a 4/5 up, or just make the value trade here? I think I'll just go ahead and make the value trade. The 1/1 may or may not trade into this 4/2. I mean, you might be able to adapt it or buff it or Houndmaster it or whatever, but at the end of the day, we're going to follow up with another Blaze Caller, and we still have a Lyra Divine Spirit option too, which is maybe another line we could take if enough stuff sticks, so that like Deadly Shot's not a threat to it. So I think we're in a good position to stabilize this game, honestly. Merc Gamer says, Reeves, I hit Legend the 2nd time this season. I'm currently at 976. That's awesome, dude. You going to make a run for the leaderboard or not? I started to make a run for the leaderboard last month. I peaked at 268 and crapped out. I lost a couple games and then just steamrolled towards 1,000. So I kind of had to give up. I can just kill that. That's fine. I think I will. I'm actually probably just going to play Lyra. Lyra Divine Spirit is a pretty good play, I suspect. Gives him some outs with Deadly Shot, but I'd still be able to follow up with like Blaze Caller and stuff. Yeah, this is let's do this first just in case it matters. That's okay, whatever. I actually will clear the board here for multiple reasons, right? Because I don't want that 1-attack trading into these 1-attack guys, but also just clearing the board of beasts is really good. And he might have Unleash the Hounds here. But if he does, he should probably Unleash the Hounds, kill command Lyra, honestly, instead of killing this stuff. Like, that may not even be enough. I'd only put him at 9, so I don't know. He needs to kill Lyra. That's fine. We can make some value trades again. It's no big deal. Oh, Shadow Visions is sick. Shadow Word Death is pretty good, but Divine Spirit on Lyra is also fairly enticing, right? Because we're going to be able to get through that taunt anyway. We might hit an Inner Fire that just gives us lethal. Or close to lethal. That doesn't help me any. Let's Mind Blast. Actually, let's do this. Doesn't help. I could Shadow Word Death, but it's really an advantage. I guess I I guess there's an advantage, yeah. Can kill the thing without hurting Lyra here. I don't know. I feel like that could have gone better, honestly, but we're still in a great position. This Lyra... Actually, he can deadly shot it now. I don't know. I feel like that turn could have gone better. It feels like a weak Lyra to me. There's probably a smoother way to do that. I could have traded the Lyra in, and, well, it wouldn't have helped. I don't know. Everything feels weird with Lyra today for some reason. Like, I didn't get what I wanted. Did I play an Elemental even? I don't think I did. See, so I don't think that was a great turn. Jeweled Macaw is a cool card. We've still got plenty of ways to win the game. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we're going to lose, but... Just don't have Deadly Shot? No Deadly Shot? Oh, cool. No Deadly Shot. So we're in a good spot. We can just Death to start, and then... this is good, but it does die to Shadow Word Horror if we want to do that. But I don't know that we'll do that. We really just want to find a lethal here. Is that lethal? Not quite, no. Well, let's go ahead and Shadow... Oh, no! Oh, Lyra does not die to this. Thank God. Jeez Louise. Could just do this, too. Go face for 8. I guess I'm going to. And I'm going to play this to give me the lethal with Blaze Color next turn. I'm just kind of making a safe play, right? Like, yes, he could do stuff with Vicious Fledgling, but he can't do that much damage with it at the end of the day. He can taunt with it and stuff, but we have the Blaze Color over the top for lethal, so... There's virtually no way he kills me, I think, with that much health. Just making the safe plays. There was some shenanigans we could have done with Shadow Word Horror to clear the board or get close to it. We could have cleared, in fact, but like I said, I think we're totally fine. Just going to win the game. What do you have to hit for leaderboard? It's top 200. Yeah, what's your waifu cooking, Regis? I think steak and baked potatoes. Sorry, I'm living large, guys. Steak and baked potatoes. So, pretty happy. Well, after a long and unsuccessful day of Hearthstone, I'll be off. Have a nice Sunday, Regis, and enjoy your meal. Thank you so much, Disco. Thanks for swinging by as always, dude. You're one of my best viewers. Much appreciated. Instead of Lyra, use Kalamos. I don't think that's going to work in Priest. I think Lyra is better than Kalamos, maybe. I mean, Kalamos is a great card, don't get me wrong, but Lyra's incredible so far. Yeah, we don't play real decks, guys. I play shenanigan decks. I'm trying to make new stuff work. And frankly, I think it's going better, right? How many games have we won and or lost at this point? I don't know. This will probably be my last game either way. I do have to head out here soon. I promise an exit around 4:30 to go eat dinner and such, so... Which I know is a super early time to eat dinner, but that's a whole other story for a whole other day. It's like an old person already. Well, you gotta if you want to grow a beard like this, you gotta eat steak and potatoes, Hunter. So yeah, it is indeed a steak and potatoes real man's dish. I could get this out and try to Shadow Visions it up and stuff, but he could just coin Hero Power and kill it, and I don't really want that to happen. Plus, I kind of want to know what his deck's about right now. We might get a signal. It's probably Token, if I had to guess, but Crystalline Oracle can trade into a little minion, maybe. 4 wins, 1 loss is Hunter, and 2 wins, 3 losses is Priest. Okay, good to know. Man, you're a good record keeper, Hunter. Thank you, bro. So that definitely signals Token. I think I might just play both of these now and go face. Like, let's out-token the token. You can make a value trade this way. But these staying alive means I get some pretty sick value off of, like, Shadow Visions, Power Word Shield, or something, right? This buffs... This is, you know, not only a card cycle, but also a +2 health buff, which is nice. So he'll trade and Hero Power to kill off a lot of our stuff. Pretty good play from him, I'd say. He's sacrificing a little bit of board now, but... oh... Murloc Druid! Or he's not sacrificing anything because he's a jerk who has Innervate. There's also that. So, okay. Can't play this because it doesn't trade. I could probably still play this. Yes, it dies for free, but I get some elementals back and more minions to play next turn, which currently I don't have, so I think it's fine. Don't leave me, Regis, says Goforts. I'm sorry, dude. I have to leave eventually. I know my streams aren't super long, but, guys, on that note, tomorrow night, I'm going to be streaming at like 6 or 6:30 p.m. my time, and I'm Central Time. I think I'm like -6, whatever the universal code time, whatever that's called. So, and I plan to stream for like 4 or 5 hours. So tomorrow night's a really long stream. It's going to be super late for EU, so I'm sorry about that. I can't help that. But long Regis stream for once. So if you missed long streams and you're sad about short streams, come join me for that. It'll be fun. And Tuesday night even too, probably. Oh, actually Tuesday night's raid night though. So Tuesday night, I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll see. I'm so glad Priest has been getting good legendaries lately. Yeah, dude, I love Lyra. I've been high on Lyra since the reveal. I thought she was gonna be awesome, and she turned out to be awesome. You mean like Raza and Volage? Well, Raza is playable. It's not a bad legendary at all, I would say. Maybe not the best. It's not currently that great, but still a playable legendary. Volage, Herald, my old buddy Herald, not that good. He is a jerk and has a fate. Yeah. I think it is token Murlocs. Yeah. I'm sure you just teched in Finja since we've seen just War Leader and Bluegill Warrior. I bet he doesn't have anything else. It's just Finja to top off the curve. Water package token, which is fine. Pretty good deck, I'd say. I'm only gonna get an hour of Regis. Sorry, dude. Like I said, try my best, but I mean, this kind of needs to die, but not really, right? Like, I don't care that much about 5 face damage, do I? I care more about him having lots of minions on the board because of stuff like Mark of the Lotus and all that junk. His Mark of the... I don't know why the Eggnapper's not a beast, by the way. I guess because the Tortolon is a humanoid, so not a beast. But he doesn't get the draw off Mark of Yashraj, which is good. Like, I could just Shadow Vision's Murloc War Leader, trade into the Panther, and go face for the 1/2. What does Shadow Visions give me? Shadow Word Death. Like I said, like I could play that, but I guess that would just leave him with a 1/1 on the board, which would be pretty chill. Would I rather just have Power Word Shield? I think I'd rather just have Power Word Shield on this. Trade it, keep it alive, play the War Leader. The War Leader will trade into the 5/3, or he can trade into the other dude if he wants. I honestly don't think I want Shadow or Death. I know that might look a little weird, but I value cards more, and I value... Oh, but apparently I don't know how to mana, because I can't play the War Leader and Shadow Visions and Power Word Shield. I don't know why I thought I could do all of them. I could only do one or the other, but it's still fine. Like I said, I don't really care that this 5/3 is alive. Like, I'm more worried about that. Dragonfire Potion off the top? Lyra. Not gonna help Lyra. I guess I play this and kill 2 of those and double its attack? I don't really know. This card is scary, right? Like, how scary is Living Mana? Now I'm a little more worried about damage, because he has 11 on board. I have a 10/10, but unless I draw exactly the other Divine Spirit, I don't know if it helps me much. Blaze Caller can help me some, but the problem with one big minion against a bunch of little minions is it doesn't trade, right? Oh my gosh, patches too. Not Mark of the Lotus. Not Mark of the Lotus. Yeah. Am I just dead? 9, 12, 15, 17. I think I'm dead, right? Yeah, I'm dead. Exactly. Wow. Okay. Well, that sucks. That was the card I couldn't handle. Oh, that sucked. Well, maybe I should have killed the Eggnapper, but I don't know if it would have helped much. He would have had 2 1/1s instead of the 5/3. Still would have played the Living Mana. Wouldn't have killed me that particular turn, but I still don't know that I would have been able to stabilize in a different way. I just don't know if we had the trades. Would getting the War Leader out have mattered versus the versus the Power Word Shield that we played? I don't think so. We would have had one less Flame Elemental. Would have been able to kill the turtle, but we still wouldn't have been able to deal with the 2/2s. I don't know. Maybe there's a better line, but I felt like we were doomed. I'm not really sure. And there you have it. That was my Elemental Priest. I don't know that it was perfect, but it felt like it worked okay. It had some good pieces, maybe with a little bit of tweaking here or there. It could be a pretty solid deck. I'd like to try that some more and see if I can make a list that actually finds some success. All that said, if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, tips for this deck in particular, feel free to leave those in the comments below. But until then, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, game on.